In this module, we're going to talk about 5 critical factors to selling a home. And in these 5 critical factors, they're going to have an influence on whether or not your home sells, what it sells for, and what other buyers think it's worth. So in selling your home, know these 5 critical factors. The first one is financing. And people could go, what do I care about financing? I'm selling the house, I'm not buying it. You need to care about the financing in the sense that the buyer that's coming in to buy your house is probably using every penny they have to buy it. And does that matter to you? Well, no, if they're shopping out of their budget, that shouldn't matter to you. But if they're within their budget, then you need to pay attention to the fact that these people are getting financing and certain things have to happen. One of those things is an appraisal, right? So in a previous module, I'd mentioned stacking offer. You've got a situation where a buyer needs the seller to contribute money towards their closing costs. So the seller wants, you're wanting $250,000 for the house. They're going to offer you $255,000, and they're going to say, I need you to give me $5,000 back towards my closing costs. They're stacking the price, asking for money back so that it doesn't cost you, but they get the help that they need, right? Here's the problem with that. If your house is coming in and it's worth between $248,000, $252,000, and they're offering you $255,000, and the appraisal comes in at $252,000. Of course, the buyers will say, "And we'll buy it for $252,000, but we still need the $5,000 back to make this happen." So you came in short on that. So financing, it shouldn't be something that's a critical factor when you're selling a house. Unless you're selling it to a cash buyer, it absolutely is. So keep that in mind. We've talked about this. Price. Price is huge. Definitely a critical factor on this. You've got to come in at true market value or just below true market value to entice more buyers to come in and create that scarcity, right? We talked about that. Get them in here so they look at your house. If you overprice the house, I mean, that's gonna sit. We talked about being shelf worn. So it's critical. Price that house right and make sure you're pricing it right. Another thing is location. The location of the house, there could be good things about it, there could be bad things about it. Let's say your house in a development and right behind you is a commercial property with huge street lights. It's a parking lot from a store, maybe delivery traffic that comes in. That's going to have an effect on your sale, right? It should have had an effect when you bought it, unless of course that center was built after you lived there. Perhaps you've got gorgeous mountain views, and obviously that's an offsetting factor that makes you more money, and there's a value in that. If there's not monetary value, although there could be if they're gorgeous views, it's a reason why a buyer is going to want your house over the guy's house across the street, right? You could have very similar houses. Yours has a mountain view. Who's going to sell first? Yours with the mountain view. It's a critical factor. So pay attention to your location, views, things that are going around in your neighborhood. Obviously, critical factor is the condition of your house. If you go through and read my book, How to Sell Your House for Top Dollar Fast, and you go through the 101 tips that I give you along with that help you set up your house to be more like a model home, you should be able to sell that house quickly, and people are going to love it when they come in. It's going to be impressive. If you're not paying attention to that, I mean, that's critical. People are going to come in and offset the price based on what they're seeing in the house. So make sure you pay attention to that. Fifth one, marketing. You want to market your house all over the internet. It's got to be everywhere. Not everybody goes to Zillow. A heck of a lot of them do. Realtor.com is another popular one. I'm going to do another module that you're going to see here on the ideal way to search and find a home. But it can't cover all of these. I mean, we're talking 1,900, over 2,000 different sites that are out there. Sites you might not think of. Craigslist, popular place to put a house. So there's all sorts of places that you want to market that house. You want to market it everywhere and anywhere. I wouldn't say the magazines. The realtors may want to put the house in the magazine if they want to. It's not going to hurt any. You're they're putting it in the magazine for themselves. Look at all these houses that I have available. I'm great. Come ask me to sell your house. That's the advantage of that. Magazine, generally speaking, is not going to sell your house. The internet's going to sell your house. So marketing's critical. With that, pictures. 20, 25, up to 40 pictures. I've seen 100. That's overkill. People aren't going to sit there and look through 100 different pictures of the house. It gets to the point you're taking so many pictures, it looks, are you selling a house? Are you selling me furniture? Because most of these pictures look like furniture that's for sale on Craigslist. So 20 to 40 houses. Use a good camera. People are putting videos. It's hard, if you've ever watched a video going through a house, it's hard to get an idea really of what the house looks like when it seems like they're running through it in video. And you spend this time just kind of glancing at walls and again, furniture. Video is really difficult to use to sell a house, in my opinion. Pictures, you've got to put your first 4 pictures of the most appealing things on the house. You got a nice entertaining backyard with a swimming pool, tropical paradise. You might want to make that one of the first pictures depending on the area you're in. You got a beautiful kitchen, one of the first 4 pictures. You got a beautiful master bathroom. There you go. And they might not be in order that you would walk through the house, but they're in order of importance of a buyer, right? So the first 4 pictures, the most appealing things about your house, that's going to guarantee that they look at your other pictures, okay? So there you go, 5 critical factors. We'll see you in the next module.